Hello guys, welcome to Tech Design. I hope everyone is doing great and learning a lot of things using my YouTube channel. So in this tutorial I'm going to take this part modeling as an example. So we will just check how we can do with a 2D drawing. And also I would like to tell you, if you want to learn more extra things and want to get more knowledge on Unigraphics, you can just join our online tutorials. So we have a website. I'll just give the link in the description. You can just check the website and our services as well as the syllabus for each and every classes. So if you are interested, you can join the classes. So for today we will start this part modeling example. So as you can so here is the drawing for this model. As you can see here, we have a 2D drawing and there are many number of dimensions that are given. So we will utilize all the dimensions and all the views here, and we'll try to create this model. Okay, so you can see here the dimensions are 4.187 and then 0.624, 2.5. so it looks like it is all are in inches. So unless and otherwise it is mentioned, we can just assume that all the dimensions are in inches. So let's start creating this model. So what I will do is I'll just go to new file. So here is my new file window, and you can just provide whatever the name you like, and you can just click OK. So this will take you to the modeling workbench. As you can see, when you go to new file here, you can see the units here. So as you can see here, unit, so if it is inches, you can just keep it as it is. So if you want to change it, you can just change it here, and you can click OK, so that it will, the model part file will be created based on that unit. So now we have this datum coordinate system. As you can see here, whenever you create a new part file, you will have an datum coordinate system existed in our part model. So what I will do is I'll just quickly go into Sketcher environment. So I'll just go to sketch. I'll just select this sketch. So now what I will do is, you can see here there is a cylinder. So this cylinder I'm just going to create. As you can see, we have multiple dimensions over here. So you can see the length over 5.06 over here, and there is a diameter of 1.77. so I'm going to use these dimensions and I'll just try to create an the model. So what I will do is I'll just go to rectangle. So I'm just going to draw a simple rectangle here. So let us give a dimension later. So here is my rectangle. So I'll just press D for dimensioning, and let me create this dimension as 5.06. okay, and then we have this dimension. So this dimension, overall dimension, is given in the diagram. So we need to divide it by 2. So I'll just give 0.885. okay, so now as you can see here in the drawing, we have 1.77 and upper limit and lower limit. So we can consider it as 1.77 and divided by 2. So it will be this value. And then we have a slot here. As you can see here, there is a slot. So this dimension is given over here. As you can see here, 1.125 and 0.062. So let us give this dimension as well. So what I will do is I'll just go to rectangle again, and I will just create a small rectangle here, and let us give dimension for this. So press D for dimensioning, and this is 0.125. okay, and then we have this dimension 0.062. and also as you can see here, there is a distance between this point to this point. So that is mentioned over here in the drawing. As you can see here, this is 4.187, and from this point, so we can just we can just subtract this 4.187 from this 5.06. so we'll get a dimension of this dimension. okay, so this will be 1.75. okay, so now as you can see here, our sketch is fully constrained. So we just need to trim this extra portion. Press T and trim this portion. okay, so now this is all about this sketch. So we can just finish the sketch, and then we will revolve it. As you can see, we can have a revolve over here and select this entire sketch. Either you can select a single curve, or else you can just go to featured curve here. So let me show you that. Go to revolve and select this as a feature curve, and then just select this. Okay, now we have need to give provide on vector. So this is my vector, and the angle of rotation will be 360 degree. So you can just click OK. So now we have this handle, as you can see here, the whatever the shaft we have here, so that is done. So next what we can do is we will just create an this slot. As you can see here, there is a small slot. So let me go into sketcher environment again. So I'll just go to sketch on the same plane again. You can do this in single sketch itself. So I'm just going to show you how we can make it in different sketches. So you can just select it, and we'll just create a simple rectangle and go to dimensioning, and we have a dimension between this to this as 0.093. okay, and there is a dimension on between this point to the edge of this circle. So let me give a dimension from this to this edge. So this is 0.062. okay, so we have got this, and this is fully constrained now. So let us click finish, and then we can just revolve it. So go to revolve and select a feature curve, and going select this, and my rotation will be this, and my point will be this point, and click OK. So this is not united. Either you can just unite it over here. You can just go to unite and select this body and give unite, so that these two bodies will be united to each other. Okay, now let's open the drawing. As you can see here, we have some profile here. So this profile we need to create now. So as soon as we create this profile, and there are some cutouts, so that we can later do the cutouts. So we can use these dimensions. As you can see here, we have multiple dimensions over here, and we can just use that, and we'll try to create this profile now. So let us go into sketcher again, go to sketch, and you can select this plane, click OK. So now what I will do is I'll just draw a single line here from this point to this point, and let us make it more length. Okay, so we have this line here, and now what I will do is I'll just create a rough profile the way how it shows in the drawing. So we have a circle here, one from circle, okay, and then we have this line which is tangent to this circle, and then we also have an arc. Let us create a 3-point arc, and then we have this step here, and then we have this line. Okay, and this is also one line, and also we have some let us make it as make corner. So we can just make these two corner, and later we can just give the dimensions. So this is the rough diagram. Now we'll just also make a tangency between these two and these two. Okay, and this point on a curve, so this point should be on this curve, and also this point should be on this curve. Okay, so this is about a rough diagram. So let us go into dimensioning. So we can see here there are many dimensions that are given. So we can see a radius of 0.75, so which is nothing but a 1.5 mm of diameter. So let us give a diameter of 1.5, and also as you can see here there is a dimension of 0.87. so yeah, 0.87, and this is 1.13. so we need to subtract this 1.13 minus 0.07, so the dimension of this will remain 0.26. so let us give 0.26 here. Okay, so now as you can see here, this line itself is moving, so we have to keep this line on this line, sorry, this point. So let us go to point on a line, so this point should be on this line. Okay, now it is perfect. And we also need to give this dimension, so this dimension, I guess somewhere, okay, where it is, as you can see here, this is 3.25, so this dimension we can give here. Go to dimension, and this is 3.25, and it should be symmetric. So let us give a dimension between this to this should be 3.25 minus 3.25 divided by 2. Okay, so now what else is there? You can see the dimension between this to this, where it is given. So as you can see here, this is the dimension 1, and here it is 0.25, and as you can see here 3.625 minus 1, so it is 2.625. so let us give 2.625 dimension from this point to this point, 2.625. okay, yeah. Then what else we have? There is a this circle, and there should be a diameter or a radius should be given. So let us see that radius. As you can see here, 1.87. so this 1.87. so let us give 1.87 here. Go to radius, and this is 1.87. okay, 875, sorry. Okay, so now what else is there? You can see there is a dimension from here to here. Okay, yeah. So this dimension, let us check where it is given. So this is 3.625, and the overall length, as you can see here, there is a 1.25 from this circle. So 1.25 plus 3.625, so it will be 4.375. so let us give that dimension 4.375. so from this point to this point it is 4.375. okay. Okay, now actually there is a straight line here. So as you can see here, there is a straight line, and then at the tangency comes. So what we can do is we can just delete this constraint, select from list, and this constraint I'm just going to delete and keep this away. Let us draw a line here. So this is the line, and now I want to make this tangent to this line. So let us give tangency between these two lines. So now, and also give a constraints point on a curve. So this point should be this on curve, and trim this portion. Okay. Okay, now there is a distance between this point to this point. So let us give this the dimension. Now as you can see here, 1.25 and 1.25, so it is 2.5 from the center. So let us give that dimension 2.5. okay, and also as you can see here, there is a point here from which the center of this circle will be there. So that point is lying on this hole. So that dimension is as you can see here, 3.625 from the center. So let us give 3.625. so this center should be 3.625. okay, and also this center point should lie on this x-axis. So let us go to geometry constraints, and let us make it as a concentric, point on a line. Okay, so now what is left with us? So we have one arc here. So let us give that arc. So that arc dimension is 0.88 and 1.125. so let us give an fillet F. So this is 0.88, and then this should be deleted, and also give fillet between this to this. And what is this? 0.125. okay, yeah. So now what else we have? I think that's all we have. There are 3 more constraints that are left. Okay, this dimension, I think, let us see where the dimension is given. Okay, so this arc should be touching to this line, so let us delete this and make this as this point should lie on this, sorry, constraints, so point to point touch, so this point should be on this. Okay, let me draw one line here. Okay, so let me keep this as an construction line. Why I am drawing this line is this should be, tangent to this line, so let us create a tangency. So this arc should be tangent to this. Okay, so now I think there are 4 more constraints. So most the constraints are because of this line, so let us give some dimension to this. Okay, and what else we have here? Okay, as you can see here, this is also moving. So okay, and let me check the dimensions for this. Okay, you can see here 2.937 from the center, so let us give the dimension as 2.937. so this dimension is 2.937. okay, 2 constraints are left. Let us see what are the dimensions. What are the you can just drag and drop these things so that you will understand where the dimensions are missing. Okay, so now as you can see here, there is a points, so these points are making it's as a not fully constrained, so we'll just delete those points, and now as you can see here, it is fully constrained. So let us finish the sketch, and we need to give an extrude for this. So let us give an extrude. So let's see how much extrude we should have to give. Where is that? Okay, you can see here 3.5, so we can just give 3.5 mm of extrude. So let us go to extrude here, and we can just give symmetric value and make it as a make it as a single curve, because I don't want to select this curve. So let us select these curves, single curve, and stop at intersection. So let us start selecting these curves. Let us keep it as 0.1 so that we can easily select these two. You can make this as a construction line, and then you can just select a feature curve as well. That also we can do. Okay, now as you can see here, completely selected, and this will be 3.5 mm divided by 2, and it is not a subtract, it is an unite. Okay, so we can see here our model is mostly completed. We are left with some of the cutouts, so we have to do those cutouts as well. For that, what I will do is I will just create an sketch. You can see there is a step here, so this step we have to create now, and also there is some cutouts we have to do. So for that, I'll just go to sketcher environment again. So here is a sketcher environment, and you can see here this dimension. So from this dimension there is an cutout, so we have to remove the material. So for that, what I will do is I'll just create an rectangle, one rectangle, simple rectangle. So from this to this center. Okay, so this is an extra portion which need to be deleted, and we also have steps here, as you can see here, these steps. So these steps I will just create it now. So let us go into sketcher environment again, and I'll just make a simple profile here to have that portion. Okay, and now let me give this as okay. So this cutout is not exactly from this point. As you can see here, there is an wall here. So this wall we have to provide some distance. Let's see where is that distance. Okay, so this is the distance they have given, 0.26. So this distance is also same as 1.13 subtracted with the 0.87. So this will become now, let me remove this point on arc. Okay, so this should be, there is a distance of let us give this distance of 0.26. okay, let's click OK. And now we have this let us complete this. So why I am drawing this sketches, you will come to know later. So let us give this extension, and I'll just trim this portion. So now we have some dimensions over here, so let us give those dimensions. As you can see here, this is 1.25 and again this is 1.25. so let us give those two dimension. So from this point it is 1.25, so it's already 1.25, and again this is also 1.25, already it is there because the overall length we have given is 2.5, so this can be deleted. And we need a distance from here to here, so that distance it will be given over here. As you can see, this is a 2.5, so 3.625 minus 2.5, so it will be 2.625, sorry, 3.625 minus 1, so it will be 2.625. so let us give a dimension from this point to this edge, it is 2.625. okay, so we can see here there are still 9. I think these dimensions we need to just provide. So this is, since this is a cutout part, so I'm just taken a more rectangle. So if you want, you can just reduce it as well. And let us see where is the okay, this dimension we have not given, so it is not required because since this is an addition. So let me give any dimension between these two. Okay, any dimension is fine, and this is also same thing. Just give the dimension in order to make it fully constrained. So now it is fully constrained, so we can just click finish. As you can see in the drawing, so this is a cutout, so which we need to cut it from the model. So what I will do is you can see here there is a dimension of let me see that. So now as you can see here, there is an 1.75 which need to be trimmed off. So we will just trim the 1.75 mm of length. So we'll go to extrude, and let me select a single curve and stop at intersection. So these two curves should be selected, and now this should be selected. I think we have to switch it to static wireframe, so we can just select these two as well. Okay, now let us keep it again to shaded with edges. So now we have to give 1.75 divided by 2. So this should be subtracted from the body. So let us give subtract and click OK. Okay, so this is trimmed off. Let me give just a minute. So it should be symmetric value of the value. So let us copy it, give symmetric value. Okay, this is the trimmed off portion. So now we need to add an extra material here, as you can see in the model. So this is an extra step we have, so we need to provide that, and the length of that will be given over here. As you can see here, this is 2.5. so let us give an extrude, and you can see the lines here. So I think you can understand why these lines are drawn, because since this is an addition of model, so we can just provide the whatever the length we have in order to have this model. So you can see here the length will be 2.5 mm, so 5 inch. So let us give an 2.5 mm of symmetric value should be divided by 2. Okay, it should be united with the body. So let us click OK. So now as you can see, I'm just going to hide these sketches. So now our model is almost ready. So we are left with some of the edge blends, and one more, there are some holes here. As you can see here, there are some holes over here, and there are some holes on the top view. So let us draw those holes. So we'll just go to Sketcher environment again. Okay, so we'll have this center, and this should be diameter should be 0.62, and then one more circle with the same 0.62, and there is a dimensions. As you can see here, this is 2.5 from this hole, so this hole is not there, so we can just subtract this value. So it should be 1.13. so let us give 1.125 from this D. Okay, now there is a distance from this side, so let us check what is the distance there. Okay, 0.812. so let us give 0.812. Okay, so these are the two holes, so we can just provide the two holes here. So go to extrude and select this sketch and give some symmetric value, and this should be subtracted. Okay, and also we have holes here. As you can see here, these holes as well. So it is you can see here this hole, which is through hole 3.625 mm inches from this point. So let us give that hole as well. So the dimension will be 0.74. so let us give 0.74. go to Sketcher, and on this sketch, so let us draw a circle of what is that, 0.74. go to dimensions with a D command, 0.74, and give the constraints, point on a curve. So this should be on this curve, and there should be a distance here between this point. So let us check this distance, 3.625. so go to dimension, and from this edge it is 3.625. okay, so now it is fully constrained. So let us finish this and extract this. Okay, so now we have one more hole here. As you can see here, this is the hole. So let us see where the dimension is given for this depth. This is 0.2. okay, as you can see here, this is a 2 inch as a depth, 0.62562 is the diameter, and let us give that diameter now 0.62. so go to sketcher environment on this plane and go to sketch, and this is 0.62 and it should be on this center line. So let us do that, and there is a distance between this hole to this hole, that is 1.437. so let us give a dimension of 1.437. so this should be 1.437. okay, so let us finish this, and this depth will be 2 inch, so let us give that 2 inch. okay, yeah, so now we are left with some of the edge blends. So as you can see here, there are edge blends given. So this is 0.312 and you can see here a radius of 0.5. so let us give these dimensions as well. Let's give 0.5 for this. Go to edge blend, and this is 0.5 and this is also 0.5. okay, click apply, and now as you can see here, from this edge, as you can see 0.312. so let us go to edge blend again. This is 0.312 and you can just click OK. yeah, so now we are left with 0.25 here. so let us go to this, and this is 0.25. okay, so I think all the dimension, all the edge blends are done. Only thing is we are left with the edge blends that are provided here. All fillets and rounds are 0.6062 unless otherwise specified. As you can see here, the edges, all the edges of this model is having an edge blends. So you can just provide an edge blends over here and here, that is 0.062. so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial guys. Please subscribe to my channel and hit a like button, as well as share my videos. Thank you.